What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Unhinged Main Event Fro, the most unhinged podcast on YouTube. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's going on? Hopefully, you guys watched WWE NXT Heatwave because it went down, man. It went down. But boy, let's talk about this stuff. Who really got cheated? Who really got cheated? You dig? Who really got cheated? Because boy, oh, people were feeling some type of way, bro. People think that, Javon Evans got cheated out of the NXT Championship. Some maybe say that neither Jacy Jayne got cheated. I'm here to tell you right now who I believe was cheated and who was not cheated. First and foremost, Javon Evans. Over Femi, y'all had a great main event. I know a lot of people did not want to see y'all main event because they probably would feel disappointed that Javon didn't win at this point. And honestly, I understand why. But I'm going to tell you right now, Javon Evans was not cheated. He was not cheated. Look, I know that might, rub some feathers with some of y'all, but Javon was not cheated. He was not cheated out of that title. He was just not. Granted, yes, the referee called 1, 2, 3, but Opa Femi's foot was without pull, without cheating, without nothing. He had that foot right under the ropes. That man was not cheated. Opa Femi would have been cheated. Now, granted, look, I think most of y'all would have sat here and said, look, if Opa was cheated, it wouldn't have hurt him much more different. And I agree. It wouldn't hurt him because at this point, if Opa lost the title at that point, he would only lose because, once again, he had to get cheated. That's it. That's the only way. Like, think about it. Opa lost his North American title because he was cheated out of the match, even though technically it was no rules. But still, the fact that you had to have help to beat Opa, this tells me you couldn't beat Opa by yourself, right? And the fact that you had to be cheated without seeing that his foot was on the ropes is another clear depiction that Opa would have lost without actually losing. You know what I'm saying? So it actually would have made okay sense to let Javon win the title at that point versus being screwed out of it and actually losing the match. But at the end of the day, Javon was not cheated. The rules were the rules, and it was clear as bright as day that Opa had his foot under the ropes. It's just what it is. But I'm gonna tell you right now. I do not know if Main Event Pro is gonna do a live review or neither. He's just gonna do a solo video review. But I'm going to give you guys, depending on how he does it or depending on if he ever covers it at all, will determine if I come with an extended version of how I feel about this and why it just didn't went the way it didn't went. Like, I wonder why we didn't pull the trigger, why we didn't let Javon be the young OG that is the youngest champion in WWE history or NXT history. Because, honestly, we have to have a strong discussion of where is NXT going from here. Is it going to be looked as a main show? Is it going to be looking like it's going to rival Raw and SmackDown? Or is it just a development show to bring you up to the main roster? Let's talk about it. We got to have to talk about it eventually because, honestly, we already know what it is. WWE ID is for the indie scenes, right? And that is just your tunnel way to get an opportunity to get into Evolution, which then gets you to NXT, which eventually may get you to the main roster. So at this point, you have to ask yourself, how long before Evolution, let alone NXT, becomes a combined thing or a competitive thing with each other? Or maybe they just fuse it together and just lock it in one thing, right? Whatever. Eventually we have to ask these questions. When is it gonna just be this? Because honestly, at this point, WWE has like 5 different things to their name. You got Raw, you got SmackDown, now you got NXT, now you got Evolution, now you got fucking WWE ID. And ID is just for the indie scene. So you got 4 things. Like, look at that. Eventually you gotta start asking yourself, when are you gonna stop moving and shifting characters from NXT to the main roster? And actually say that NXT is an actual main roster. What you really think about it, Evolve is about to be the actual development, the real development, because Evolve is about to be the real development show. If you really think about it, Evolve is really the real development show at this point. NXT is not the development show no more. NXT, you may as well say it's one of the main steeds, even though WWE's not making it seem like it's the main. It's like This is WWE and Raw, right? This is WWE Raw and SmackDown, right? Top. Then you got NXT here. Then you got Evolution. Evolve. Sorry, I say Evolution. Evolve. And then you got WWE ID. Like, we have to start looking at this and questioning, when is NXT going to be a mainstay show versus just an underpiece show? Because somewhere around this loop, it has to end. I'm just saying, it just has to end. So that's just my thoughts right there. You guys tell me what y'all think on that. But again, like I said, we're gonna evaluate this further down the stretch. But yeah, look, I'm gonna be honest with you. Javon was not cheated. It just was the player rules, baby. Just the player rules, man. But who was cheated, and this makes me sick to know I have to speak on it because I don't want to speak on it. But I ain't gonna cap. Jacy Jayne, she was screwed out of the match. She was screwed from the side. Now, don't get me wrong. She definitely lost the triple threat match, but she was screwed out of it though. Because let's get one thing clear. How are you a referee and you kick out Jacy Jayne's tag team partners out of her group and kick them out of the ring, out of the ring area, but don't kick out the Elegance Brands team and kick them out of the area? Like, make it make sense, bro. I know the moment they kick those two out, it's either Elegance or Slamovich was going to win the title. It was just straight up obvious. It was straight up obvious, bro. It was straight up obvious because they ain't no way in hell. It's a triple threat match, remind you. So that means there's no rules in a triple threat match. So technically, any involvements that Jacy Jayne's partners had was fair game. And the referee kicked them out. What world do we live in when that happens? That's impossible. That's impossible. So definitely, as much as it makes me sick, it really makes me sick to say this, but Jacy Jayne was definitely screwed out of the TNA Knockouts Championship. She was just screwed. She was screwed. I'm sorry, she was screwed. I hate to say it, but I'm gonna speak the truth. You dig? I'm gonna speak the truth. And she was definitely screwed, man. She was definitely screwed. Because trust me, if them two were out there, that match could have been different for sure. That match could have been different. But look, at the end of the day, TNA's Knockouts Championship is back in TNA. That means, Trick, more likely so, you losing that title. You're losing the TNA title soon. You're losing that TNA World title soon. Hey, look, man, ladies and gentlemen, that's the show, man. That's what I got for you guys today. Tell me what y'all feel. Do you feel that Javon was cheated? Tell me your reason why. Do you feel that Jacy Jayne was cheated? Or do you feel like me and you believe that Jacy Jayne should have just been stripped of that title anyways? You tell me. But also now we got Jacy Jayne's now going against Lola Vice. And No Mercy is going to be a little bit ways behind. So let's see how this plays out. Because, boy, it's going to be crazy. You dig? It's going to be crazy, dog. It's going to be crazy. Hey, man, hopefully, guys, hit that like button. If you don't, hit the dislike. Tell me, drop y'all reasons in the comments of how y'all feel about NXT Heatwave overall and how you feel about the two matches that I explained here today. And I would love to hear y'all thoughts, man. And I'll see y'all in the comment section. Peace out. Much love to y'all. Be out.